I would like to hear your experience as you continuously practicing every day morning this pranayama. So you can share in the chat room or you can separately send also. Whatever your experience or understanding, what is the impact it is bringing to your body, to the mind, the effect of it in your daily life, in your yoga practice. So when you find time, please send to us. This whole idea of Ashtanga Yoga is a methodology, a system, a way to know what is what. At least to know, to realize our actual reality. From birth, we have been living this life and we are doing many activities to live the life. Are we understanding fully, or are we knowing exactly? Actually not. The guidance we got from parents, from the teachers, from the society is not complete. The partial information, partial understanding, with a lot of imaginations, with a lot of assumptions. We are living this life. Because of that partial information, we end up wrong places, wrong results, which is keep on giving troubles, which is keep on bringing suffering some way or other. That's where the yoga practice comes. The yoga practice guiding to realize ourselves so that the suffering won't be there. When we buy any machine or when we go to any places, we generally get all the details, how to use the machine, what facilities this place have. Based on that information, then we use the machine. It gives the result. When you use a car, motorbike, cycle, we understand how it works, how to use it, what are the techniques are involved. Even if you don't know all details about the machine, at least we learn, we understand up to what we should know. Rest we leave it to the experts. That's why when the car should be sent to some service, after a certain time we send to that workshop so that they take care of the machine. But with ourselves, neither we don't know everything, nor use any experts to take care of this. That's where yoga practice comes into the place. The guidance of the masters, it is teaching us, educating us to know ourselves better, to know ourselves in detail. When we are studying about yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, it's Ashtanga Yoga. The purpose is to know one's own self. The purpose is to know about the life. The purpose is to know how to live the life. So pranayama practice is part of it. Asana practice is part of it. Meditation practice is part of it. And they don't work alone. It's coming together. The body, breath, mind, all coming together, working together. So can I achieve everything just by meditation? Maybe, may not be. Because individual person's conditions are different. By nature, their body may be cooperating. ready already to get into meditation. Then the contribution of asana, pranayama may be less what they're supposed to get. They may get by meditation itself. Because the body is the tool, breath is the tool to know the mind. Mind is the base, mind is the platform, mind is the main head of operation. And the body moves because of the mind. Breath moves because of the mind. Various emotions, thought process, analysis, ideas, imaginations, all happening because of the mind. So, by yama, by niyama, by asana, by pranayama, by pratyahara, by dharana dhyana samadhi, we want to bring the mind to a certain state so that we know, we realize. So when certain pranayama is not functioning, not able to do or not happening, that is not the end of yoga practice. There are many practitioners able to limit one aspect, just holding on one aspect can reach the destination. Maybe limited asana, limited pranayama, good enough to work on the meditation. And also, when it comes to meditation, there also it is not about doing. We can do certain preparation. Afterwards, the meditation happens on its own because the system is like that. Right now, a lot of activities are happening, going on in the name of yoga. Varieties of styles, varieties of programs, varieties of techniques. But if it is not pointing towards this purpose, it may help for something else, but it will not bring the result as the yoga points out. Otherwise, we will easily moved away, carried forward to different fantasies of yoga world. We may start to work for the shape. We may start to work for gaining more information. We may start to use it only as a career. We may start to focus only on becoming a teacher. Very easily can be moved away, carried away to different direction. That's what everybody encouraging also. Mostly encouraging the practitioners to become a teacher. If we are not alert enough, we will also carry forward. We may think that is the way. I practice already yoga. I practice for certain years. Then what is the achievement in this yoga practice? Naturally, our mind thinks the achievement here is to become a yoga teacher. Once you become a yoga teacher, the mind thinks naturally the achievement is to have a yoga center. Then the whole direction will set towards that way. We forget or we completely deviated to other destination, other direction. It may happen, you may become a teacher, you may have a center, but that is not the main result, main effect. So be aware of it. Practice should come naturally. You get the guidance, you learn various techniques, and slowly, when you are ready, you have to reduce the dependency of teachers also. We need teachers' instruction. We need to be in the class to practice, which means we are not yet taking the step into yoga practice. Classes are fine, programs are fine, guidance is fine, but that should take us, drive us into the practice, which should help to reduce the dependencies. Learning, through learning, practice happens. Effect, slowly you are reducing your dependency on the teachers. After some time, as the practice happening naturally, you will reduce even the dependency of the practice. Especially when you are knowing about your mind and going details of the way it functions, when you know the reality. Anything comes with a force, any kind of force, any kind of pressure, any kind of stress is against freedom. The mind will not feel the freedom. Anything happens naturally, which means freedom. You may think like, naturally, I do many things, but I feel I get the pain. Example, I sleep well naturally in the morning. Practicing here is happening forcefully, but I am enjoying my sleeping, which is very natural. If you are enjoying the sleeping naturally happens, then afterwards you should not complain. You should not regret. You should not say, no, no, I didn't want to sleep, I want to practice. That conflict should not be there. So then when you value something, but something else happening, that conflict will not give the freedom, it takes away the freedom. That's what you need to understand, where it leads, this practice. Okay, so after the program over, you have to continue with that mindset, with that understanding, so that the effect of practice is happening. Okay, I have a few questions. Before going there, have some comments here. Jiwei says, I felt myself became quieter. I feel like I'm getting interested in enlightenment. Okay. Pranayama and meditation have different experiences every time when practicing. Just like every time practice downward dog pose will have different experience. Yeah, it brings different experience. What we need to see is we should not holding on that experience and looking for that experience when we go next time. Pranayama brings certain experience. Meditation brings certain experience. And it is constantly evolving. Evolving in the sense, it is not fixed, say that I focus at Agnya Chakra, space between the eyebrows, connecting with the energy movement, energy flow. A lot of times seems the experiences look similar, but still there are subtle differences. Whenever we sit, if we are looking for the same kind of experience, we will get stuck. So we need to aware of it, observing it. Just we need to see the body, the mind, and whatever the experience, they are in harmony. Sometimes the body is not ready. Mind also may not be ready. So it may create some trouble by pain or some other way. So then with the guidance, you need to know how to take care of it. So be aware of it. Okay. Other feedback, it seems to me that I have to understand myself better. Then I will understand people and accept myself and others tolerantly without judgment. Actually, when you understand, you don't need to be tolerant. Right now, we need to tolerate others, tolerate ourselves because we don't understand completely. Once you understand, then Acceptance comes naturally. We don't judge. So there is no question of toleration. We don't need to tolerate. We see that as natural phenomena. It happens naturally. Sun rises, sun moves, sun sets. Do we need to tolerate? Full moon comes, new moon comes, waxing moon, waning moon. Do we need to tolerate? From the seed, the plant is coming into life, growing, becoming a tree, giving fruits. Do we need to tolerate? It's a natural phenomenon. We understand very clearly. We understand it. We accept it very clearly. It is a natural phenomenon. We don't question it. We may not knowing it completely, but we accept it. Same way, when we accept others as they are, we accept ourselves as we are because of understanding, not by belief. Then we don't need to tolerate. Okay, other feedback. Every time I meditate, I still think about something at the beginning, then slowly quiet down. Also, when walking and running, I didn't think about anything at the end. Can think of something and also quiet myself. Love these moments. If you are able to, whatever you do, bring that quietude, quiet nature, calm nature. That calmness is bliss. That calmness is joyful, naturally happening without anything. So keep enjoying. We also have a question. When awareness is mentioned, is it directly proportional to action and practice? Proportion to action and practice? No. Awareness means just being there. There is no connection with whatever happening externally, internally. The awareness will not change based on the actions. Even your practice. What is the awareness is there when you are walking is same. The awareness when you are meditating. What is the awareness you have when you are eating is same when you are listening to music. But mind creates the division. Mind based on likes and dislikes, it divides. This is good, this is bad, this is smooth, this is not smooth, this is nice, this is not nice. To recognize what is happening, the basic substance is awareness. That's why during sleep, We don't know anything because the mind is not active, so it is not recognizing the awareness. When we wake up, mind activated, then it is recognizing the awareness. So to know the reality of awareness, the mind has to be in stillness. Mind should be there, but without doing anything. That's the whole idea. Then, with the mind active, awareness also is there, then the nature of awareness is revealed. Right now, we don't know, we are not able to get it because the mind is constantly in action. All these actions, yoga practice, need to move towards the stillness where the awareness also there, mind also is there without doing anything. That's the whole idea. More than 1 year has passed under the guidance of my teacher. I understand that yoga practice is not just asana practice. When breathing practice is combined with meditation, I understand that yoga practice is the way we think, act, move, and bring it to life, to live more honestly, kindly, and compassionately. Can say, yes, yoga is life, but the idea of kindness or compassion or the life will evolve or will transform into new perception. So when you continue the practice, you will see yourself. Until we know the whole phenomena. Right now we know partially. As we stay in this continuously, then we start to see more about that life, about ourselves. Okay? Feel the sense of unity between inside and outside of the body. The space inside the body is wide, there are more peace and comfort in daily life and asana practice than before. Hey, good to know. I hope that the teacher can discuss with the practitioners from different regions through two-way video communication. You mean by discussion, by talking, by question and answer? Two-way video communication like a classroom? Let me know that. Meantime, I have some few questions that also we will look into. Question and answer. I don't know how it is possible through Zoom. Maybe in future we will try. And the student is ready to discuss. So we can say like 15 minutes for one student. so we can have some discussion based on their questions. We can have discussion. Maybe we'll see. So I have this question. I did Surya Vedana, and in the half of the course added Viloma. As in the inhalation deepened, the muscles under the left collarbone and the trapezius muscles at the back were very sore, and my body would also get hot. Usually I would stop and not continue. Is this a sign of a physical state that does not allow this breathing exercise? Or does the air flow of the breath touch the tense areas of the body that cannot be touched by the normal asana practice? The so-called blockage is there, so pain is there. Does this kind of breathing exercise also have the effect of adjustment? Does this means my later practice is to stop and go back to Ujjayi when it is sour? Or should I reduce the length and depth of inhalation so that the pain does not happen? Okay. When we say our body, it is not limited to the physical body. It comes with structure within a structure involving more structures, or we can say it comes with layer after layer after layer. It goes from gross to subtle. What normally we perceive is mostly the gross aspect, less of the subtle aspect. Even the gross aspect we can't recognize completely, we can't experience completely. We may do that only when there is some issue, some pain, some discomfort. So we have this physical layer, and we have the physiological layer. Though it is a human body, our own body, but it is the physical layer. For that to function, the physiological layer need to be effective. Then it is not only the physiological layer, it depends on the organs. So there is organic layer is there. All these layers we can say is a gross level. Now comes the combination. The breath, because of through the breath, you can say the prana to recognize. But the pranic layer is there on its own. For the organs, for the whole physiological system, the physical conditions, the prana, the pranic layer, or we say the energy body, need to function, need to connect, work in harmony to bring that balanced state. So now when we experience some pain in the body, is not limited to body. We can say it is all the way going to pranic body, energetic body. the energetic body is not functioning properly, or some blockages, or some disturbance, it can affect the physical body, or it is actually. Anything we experience physically, the root is there to the energy body. And there are furthermore layers. Energy body, and it is not limiting to that. What we receive through the senses that have one layer, mind has the layers. So all these things put together, we can say our body. So now, when we are doing pranayama, we are not connecting with only the physical, physiological, organic body. Through pranayama, we are connecting to the pranic body, the energetic body. What we may not be able to achieve through asana, or not able to recognize through asana, as we work on pranayama, it connects with the subtle body, which is the pranic body. So we can able to sense more easily. Now, when we do this pranayama, the body, if the physical body is not ready, you can't balance, manage the pranic body. So obviously, the pain is coming into surface. By pranayama itself, you can heal. Not necessarily only asana practice, you can fix it. By pranayama practice, you can fix the pranic body. Through that, your physical body will respond. So now you say that pain is there. Collarbone area, left collarbone, trapezius. So first you check structurally what is the issue, and increase more ujjayi practice to balance it. Do more nadi shuddhi to balance between that sun and moon energy. You have to adjust also Surya Bedana, Chandra Bedana. In this way, set an asana practice. Slowly you can see this will change. So look into your overall body conditions, not just the physical conditions. You keep working this way. And whenever you pain, when not able to tolerate, of course you can't do forcefully, then go to Ujjayi, go to Nadi Shuddhi. And see that how much you are using the force. Reduce the force. Force should be minimum so that you save the energy. Also do more supine-based practice. Suppose if you are doing 1 hour practice, 30 to 40 minutes give for supine, 20 minutes sitting. 2/3 is supine, 1/3 sitting. So gradually you can change to half-half. Then 1/3 to supine, 2/3 to sitting. So that's the way it will change. Okay, next question. If the schedule is not allow, I do asanas, pranayama, and meditation separately in the morning and evening. I fix asana practice in the morning. So should I practice pranayama and meditation in the morning or in the evening? In other words, before the asana practice in the morning, before going to bed at night, is it better to do pranayama or meditation? Actually, all are fine. You can practice before asana practice. You can practice before, after asana practice. Or you can do asana practice in the morning, pranayama meditation in the evening if it is not disturbing your sleep. Or you can practice pranayama meditation in the morning, asana in the evening, again if it is not disturbing your sleep. Ideal is to practice asana in the morning time. So then when you are combinedly, if you are doing, maybe you can reduce if your time not allowing. More asana practice, less meditation and pranayama. Evening you can do separately meditation and pranayama. Again, it depends on your practice, your body condition. Suppose you need to work more on the body, so time for asana you need to give more. In the morning time, if you are not able to give enough time, then whatever the time you have, use it for asana pranayama. Pranayama meditation. Evening time you can give for asana. Depends on the place, depends on your job load, workload. Suppose you do asana practice in the morning and you go to work and it really makes you tired. Evening time, when you come, do pranayama meditation, you may not have that full alertness. So the physical tiredness, when you go into pranayama meditation, very easily take you into the zone of emptiness or sleepy. So you don't get that alertness. Again, so it depends on your workload overall, the physical one. Whatever we do through meditation and pranayama, if physically we are very active, when we are going into meditation practice, asana practice, pranayama practice, it helps to balance the physical condition. So we need the body such a way it doesn't need to use pranayama meditation to gain some energy. The body need to have already some energy. So that when you are in pranayama meditation, you are alert. So you don't sleep well, a lot of work, everyday job, physically moving around, mentally tired. You may practice 2-3 hours every day, but it helps to balance the physical condition. So that's why it is recommended as we go deeper into yoga practice to reduce the activities, any kind of activity, physically, mentally. You will do limited way. Okay. So look into that. Based on that, you can plan. Okay, I don't have any other question. Medical. Breathing affects the stomach affects the blood, and the breathing method has a great impact on the body and thoughts. Breathing is not affecting the stomach. See, basically breathing connecting with the energetic body. Okay, so energy means all involved, physical, physiological, organic, everything involved, and furthermore, your prana circulation, prana system. So, because it is connecting to the prana system is the root for the body and the mind. So, it bringing certain impact to that. You can understand this way. When we fall sick, doctors say this condition, that condition, physically this happening, that's happening, or your systems happening this way, that way. But in yogic language, the energy movement has certain disturbance. Either it is blocked, or it is stored, or there is no movement. So what happening through this pranayama and meditation, even in asana practice, this energy movement is balanced. We want to strike a balance. We want to have the flow freely. And furthermore, we don't want to just work on the physical body because the flow is proper, the body is in a good condition. But what we want to do, we want to direct the energy movement upward so that we know how this whole system functions. That's the aim. Generally, the pranic system works different way within the whole body. Now, what we want to do is, after balancing, bringing certain harmony, we want to bring that together, channelize, to connect with the universal energy so that we see the link of the individual prana, universal prana. That's the idea, the methodology of yoga practice. In a way, it is, we can say yogis are also scientists. So here, science searching through atom, right? Proton, and goes now into quantum. So here, yogi is going inward. Through that, want to know how this system works, how the universe works. What is the fundamental source, nature? Okay. Okay. So next weekend will be the last sessions for question and answer. So in these coming days, you can still send your feedback, your experience. If you have any questions, or also anything we want to do further, send your interest also. And we can plan accordingly. Get the practice going. Thank you all. Namaste.